sure you turn all the mics up.
We're all set. We'll call the meeting to order. This is the June. What's the date today?
May 28th.
Well, I messed up the paperwork here. May 28th, 2019, planning board meeting. All present except John Hoffman. I would like a motion to adopt the agenda, adding March minutes to the approval of minutes.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
Second.
And second.
I'll second.
Thank you. I read the April minutes. I see no corrections there. I did not see the March minutes yet to read them.
They're in there.
Yeah, they should
Yeah,
be
they're in there.
behind it.
Well,
Top page.
do you move to approve? Or?
I don't have a problem with them. I can move to approve.
Joe, have you read the March?
Yes, I have, and I would make a motion to accept.
All right.
Can't vote. You can't vote on when he's calling in. You can participate, but you can't vote.
They're saying that,
Can I make a motion to accept, yeah?
all right, it's seconded by Peter. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All right, now, let's get on to the meeting. The old business is the comprehensive plan update. Chapters 5 and 6 are here for the final review and approval. Joe, these chapters were given to us last month in a hard copy and also available online. I went through chapter 5 myself. I found nothing that needed to be questioned on that. Did anyone else?
No.
Then let's move chapter 5 onto the list ready for the public input later this year. Motion? Peter?
Yes.
Second?
Second.
Robbie? Thank you. Chapter 6, the same question. Has anybody got any comments on chapter 6? All right, then let's move chapter 6 on to the approved list for the public input session to come later. We have in front of us today hard copies, and we're online chapters 9, 10, 11, and 12 for initial review. Preston, you want to put anything in on that?
No, I just, you should have two versions of each of the chapters. One is a clean version that shows, what it would look like, I guess, and then the other one is a markup showing what changes were made. That way you can kind of see what was changed without kind of looking back and forth. And I guess we'll just handle those the way we did the other ones by giving you guys opportunity to review them and just send me any comments, or if you have any questions, just give me a call.
I think that plan has worked. Because there are 4 of them, I would say that if we as a board come up with some items that need to be changed, we ought to put them in an email to Preston and copy the rest of them. That way we can do this at our own convenience and not have to tie up the whole team going each and every line. We can do it at our convenience, as we did on the other ones.
Okay, we're adding or deleting?
Well, if you, Preston has given us two versions of each chapter of 9, 10, 11, 12. One of them has a lot of red typing in it that is the revisions, and it also shows what's crossed out. So that's the way the plan used to read. The clean version is the way the plan will read, and it behooves of the five of us to look at those. And if you have questions or it doesn't flow, then let's email back so that next month at the June meeting, we'll be able to approve those 4 chapters. And then we're over the hump, but then it's like chapter 2 and just a couple others to clean up.
Yeah.
And we'll be ready to either set a town charrette for the public to come into, or we put it out online and we say, if the public has any input, this is their time to put it in. Is that the way we envision that?
Yeah, I believe so. And if you look at the way it's done, you'll see the strike throughs are what was in there before, and then the underline red is the new language. So if you see a strike through, that was what it was before. The new language is in there, and then on the clean one, you'll just see that new language in there, but it won't be underlined or red or anything.
Okay.
Just
Wendell, or you got any comment on it?
What we would get when it goes to council, and we're thinking we would want the marked up version so that people who really haven't been involved in it,
Yeah.
on the council can see what's changed.
See the changes? Okay.
But you have the other one in the background.
Yeah.
And once
Yeah.
it's approved,
Right.
Once it's approved, it's, yeah.
then it's
Right.
all
But
black.
at least when it
Yeah.
comes to council, for folks who haven't been involved in it, not getting the attachments and stuff, that they can see what has been changed.
And also on the public input side, which I think should come before we present it to council.
No, absolutely.
I'm targeting July to have that ready. All our summer people, you think we can do it by then?
I think so. I mean, we've got
Good.
these edits here are pretty much finished up. The major chapters we have, like the background chapter and some of those that are it should be straightforward anyway, or not really public input ones, but we should have those.
I mean, this
For the
gets
next
us
meeting.
through 8 of them, so.
Yeah. This is the bulk of the rest of the sort of policy type chapters.
Okay. What else, Preston?
That's it for me. Unless you guys have questions or anything that you want to go over.
Joe, do you have any comments that you want to make? Did we lose you, Joe?
Yeah.
It says he's still connected. Peter?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. I had the mute button on, sorry about that. I was saying that I read the chapters, I didn't find anything significant. I had a few minor questions that I will send to Preston, nothing that's going to change anything.
Okay, sounds good. Peter?
Did we ever figure out how we're gonna do the campfires? The fire pits?
Well, I would say that this board at the last meeting recommended that council approve a conditional use in the PS zoning district. That was the two items that came before this board, but council will have to approve that first. They have to approve both the rezoning and the campground as a conditional use. Then the design part of it will take place, and then all that campfire sort of questions would be addressed during review of the actual campground, and then that would go to the Board of Adjustments for approval as a conditional use. So it won't come back to this board, but it'll be further reviewed by staff and the Board of Adjustments.
All right.
So, and there'll be certainly opportunity for you as a citizen to input on those proceedings too. So,
All right.
okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Riley? Good. You're good? I'm good. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion adjourned.
One of your exceptionally quick meetings.
Well, the nice thing is though, I mean,